Good evening. This is the second part of a series where I, Lomiei, look through some past rounds of Bannerlord multiplayer matches that I've commanded for, and just critique my own leading, the style of it, the effect of it, etc. Um, there's a lot of things that you can learn from that practice. So I'm doing this mostly for, I guess, my own improvement, but also there's quite a few things that you in the audience can learn as well, I assume. Hopefully you learn something and aren't wasting your time by watching this. Um, Now, I'm grading myself on 4 concepts. The first is clarity, which is essentially how clear are you when you speak, when you give commands, etc. The central question is how well can soldiers understand? So if you were playing as a person in this unit, would you be able to understand the thoughts that I'm communicating? The second one is discipline. Um, Basically the compactness of the unit, how well it moves as a singular entity. The central question is the unit moving together and listening together? That also includes, of course, like crosstalk, getting everyone's attention collectively. The third is skill. Obviously, someone who is playing this game needs to fight as well as to lead sometimes, but always fighting. So the skill is essentially, are you killing enough, sufficiently? You know. The fourth is maneuver, which is pretty obvious. Your unit has to be in the right place at the right time. So are you meeting those standards, and are you putting yourself in a position where the enemy is disadvantaged and your allies are advantaged? So those are the 4 concepts that I'll be rating myself on, somewhat subjectively. And if you disagree, you can definitely let me know, or um, critique the way that I assess those things. Lastly, these clips are from quite a while ago, so I don't have the exact counts. And looking through the rounds themselves, I'm not exactly sure if the troop numbers are correct, because I didn't do like a full screenshot or a full list or anything like that. There's no like definitive record of the people that were there and the numbers. So the troop counts that I give in the analyses might be slightly wrong. There were some where I don't even have a solid number for them. So if you notice different numbers than what I'm giving, you can make that known, or maybe it doesn't matter that much. But yeah, the previous episode I had definite numbers. They were a little bit more recent, but this one they might be a little bit less correct. Anyway, with that said, we begin.
Yeah, I was just, yeah, the
Same
bannerman
place.
pick
Meet by
didn't
the
have a.
trees. Meet by the trees at the left side of the bridge. It's gonna be C actually. So what we're gonna do is wait till we're all here. Get here immediately, please.
Wait a minute,
Vendetta, come back over here.
you appear to have a banner as well.
Oh yeah, sorry, I dropped that. That's useless. That's useless.
I mean, I realised as I spawned that the bannerman I picked didn't have
What in the world?
insides.
Can I? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so what we're gonna do is go to C. We're going to face right. Archers follow behind the infantry. Infantry out in 3, 2, 1, go. We're going right. And Cav coming in from the front right. We're gonna use BRE to block. So get a little bit closer. Spears out. Spears out. Infantry, get in these. Archers, get in the trees, real quick. All right, Cav is going.
Don't
Cav
you
is going.
hold?
Yeah. So, everyone out. Archers,
Reform
you have yeah, reform line on the move. Archers, you have 35 arrows, correct?
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
For right now, feel free to shoot off 5 arrows, but after that, hold fire until we get into the battle. We are going to go left, curve left.
seems like everybody's a little bit different speed.
That is
Yeah,
true.
it's
We're gonna
pretty
stop up at the rock.
I like the invisible guy on our team.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Halt. Infantry get in a blob. Archers get in 2 lines.
I'm breaking my immersion.
So, as you'll come to find out, I don't know this map, or I didn't know this map very well. I don't know how many times we'd played on it before, but there were some mistakes that derive from, I guess, ignorance of the map, which is natural, of course. But there are some precautions, one of which you'll see here soon. Some precautions that you can take to ease the issues that come from that. Like you saw at the beginning, there was a larger unit to our left that we were moving on the other side from. I wasn't sure where the spawns were exactly. You could see cavalry coming from one direction, but there's a river and a few bridges on the opposite direction, and so moving in such a way that even if there was enemies everywhere, you would be understanding of which directions you're safe at and which directions you're not safe at. So keep that in mind. Archers stay
Can we
here
go
for
on the
1
rock?
second. Archers stay here for 1 second. I see arrows flying over. Cav is lower. Alright, this is open. Alright, move up, move up. Moving on up. This is actually one of my favorite rounds that I've ever called. Occupy that hill, so KOTF archers, how are y'all at range?
I'm pretty good at range.
Pretty good at range? Get
This
on these
ping
rocks.
makes it a
Alright.
lot harder.
All of the
We
archers,
got longbows now,
get
so
up to these rocks here. I want you on the rocks.
We got cab behind us.
Cav behind, Cav behind. Okay, stick towards the rocks.
Their archers. Y'all see that banner on that center rock over there?
All
That's
right,
where their
infantry at the
archers
bottom
are.
of the rock. Infantry at the bottom of the rock. Get behind it for now. Get behind it for now. Cav is far right behind. All right, archers, get to where Cav can't touch you. You're safe, but they're not. Infantry, we're covering them for now. Hold fire at 25. Get to 25 and stop.
Yeah, no point of shooting shields.
Yeah. Only get them
Honestly,
if they're
I wouldn't shoot
vulnerable.
at all right now. I wouldn't even shoot at all right now because those shields have crazy fucking range.
Jeremus, the rocks along the edge of this map here, can we get on them?
No.
I don't see a path. I don't think we can.
Archers, if you think you can find a path, try. You know, I'm always looking for innovative solutions. If there was a way to get on top of those rocks, it would have added quite the interesting dynamic to these battles. But I guess fortunately for both teams, that's not exactly something that presents itself obviously to opportunity. Go for it, but don't take too much time. All right, we look like we're closing in, so infantry, get on the other side of this rock at the front of it.
Archers, I think the best would be to follow the cliff.
Yeah, archers, go
and then
forward.
that way we get protected from the cav by the cliff.
Their archers are on both of those center rocks.
Their archers are on both of those.
I'm following these unsullied
Okay,
up,
archers,
by the way.
right here at this little ditch here. Stay here. Use the earth as cover. Peek in and out. Let's see. Ocho, I want you here covering the archers. Everyone else with me. We are reinforcing with this Unsullied. We're the same Unsullied unit. And
Oh,
crash
headshot that
now.
one guy.
Crash now. Get on him.
Watch that cab coming up.
Archers. If you're wondering why I didn't have a shield, I also was wondering why I didn't have a shield until I realized bannermen don't get shields. I think the banners... Can the banner serve as a shield? I don't really go bannerman that much, so I don't know. But yes, this is why I went into battle without one. And that's an issue that can be solved, of course. But as you'll see, it does create some problems. If you don't have angles, hold fire. I want you in that position. Stay there.
Watch those archers.
Spread out, Archie.
Cavalry.
Go to the C flag. Go to C flag, infantry. This move here, I think, is important strategically, but I think it is a little bit too early. There wasn't any enemies near the main flag, the point. So I think in effect what we did was taking the infantry units here, or the ones under my command, out of the battle that was going on. It did help to move into the next maneuver that we did after this point, but as far as the main battle, which is right here, um, perhaps waiting a little bit longer before coming to the main flag would have at least gotten a little bit more kills for our team. As you can see, though, with the archer superiority and the maneuver that you're about to see, it didn't matter a great amount, but overall, it did, I think, lessen the combat effectiveness of the whole team, the whole allied side. Archers,
Yeah,
your
you can see all the
priority is
left
the
row
archers on the
fire.
rocks.
We gotta take care of this cab.
We're getting pushed hard.
Yeah, we're getting pushed hard at the flag. Fall off the flag. Fall off the flag. Go back to the rocks at the wall. Go back
Oh
to the
my
rock wall.
gosh, bro. These
Cab
fucking-
behind, cab crashing behind, cab behind.
Fall back to where our archers are in that ditch. Careful, archers. You have cav.
Infantry in, watch out.
Spears out. Spears out.
Archer,
push.
Our archers are getting pushed by infantry. Just kill these guys. I'm down. Infantry take over.
Copy that. Right, all remaining infantry on the banner. Let's help out these archers. Repel the infantry.
Oh, dude.
Right, archers, try and close in a bit closer to the rock, just so the cav's less of a problem. Infantry.
This is a good point for a screenshot. Okay, so I'm going to watch the actual analysis that I did live, and then afterwards I'm going to do it again, but a little bit more, I guess, in detail or with a greater hindsight.
Sorry,
Archers,
guys. Let's
Cab
be,
behind.
infantry
I wish
try and
we could
be
defend that
safe
little
and find
fort.
Nice.
Good job, Lee.
We need spears.
Skirmish, watch out.
one. Right, okay.
So we started off, of course, pretty well. Had the archers on top of the rocks while the infantry was guarding them, and then we moved in front of the rocks, moved up a little bit. Of course, the enemy archers, as you will soon see, were closer to the action than ours were. So the fact that we had to move up and were at less of an elevated position did have its effects. Have a good day, Ocho. I hope you actually had a good day. So there's a main battle. The light blue is our unit moving in. We didn't stay there too long, but I feel like we at least helped to secure the flag on that half. Outside of the cavalry, which was moving all around, the fact that we had this whole kind of right half to play with, or not play with, we were getting pressed pretty hard. But I guess I'll do it on my screen now. Okay, so just like the other guy showed you, the other guy is me, moving here, infantry and archers. I don't know how much effect these guys had because of the range and the fact that we were like head on, we were like face to face, not seeing any of their sides. So the full effect of their shield walls probably had a greater effect. So as far as the keeping them back there or moving them up closer, I think we did good enough to where we could see everything that was going on. And at the time that we moved in, I think it was. I don't think it was too late in terms of moving the whole unit up, but I think it could have been more effective if we had just left the archers here on these rocks, because the cavalry couldn't have gotten to them, at least not very easily, and they were much further away from any of the infantry. but at the same time, the same thing applies of, you know, how effective would they be at such a distance. Now, moving the archers up here, I think was pretty good. We have the ridge here. The archers on this side could have won that duel if they took it. I wasn't really paying attention to how detailed their fire was, but it is, you know, can obviously be assumed that they're focusing more on these lines than the archers over here. If that is true, then I think this is the perfect place for the archers. There's not really anywhere else where they could have had a greater effect at this situation, at least. So we saw allied units, allied units. By the time we got here, as you can see by this this curve, these guys were already set up. I don't know if they had the flag fully, but by the time that these guys were pushing, here we go. By the time that our allies were pushing, um, we had to fight really hard. So I think it was the best move to group up with the other unsullied unit that was here and move in. Again, as far as pulling them out fast back to these archers, it did, I assume, help the archers, but it was kind of a, I don't actually know if we won that round. I assume we, well, let's go back and see. Did we win? Lost. No, we lost. So, yes, with the infantry units that I had, I felt like keeping the archers alive was a good priority. But you know, with the fact that this main fight was lost, the other infantries of the other team had pretty much free reign. They could have gone anywhere, and the cavalry as well was well well placed, at least. I think our cavalry lasted quite a long time, but the enemy cav were definitely enough to scare our units, both the infantry and the archers, and do a little bit of damage as well. But regardless, it took their eye off of the main fight. So overall, I think decent maneuvering, decent timings at least, except for this part where we stayed on the flag. But other than that, the maneuvering I think was okay. Now regarding clarity, you heard that there was a lot of crosstalk going on, a lot of interruptions and kind of rambling, but it wasn't too bad, and it seems that, you know, I repeated myself, not too much, but enough to where when someone was talking, that they could, after they were done, hear what the command was. So that's good. As far as the movement, I think everything was nice. They moved when I told them. They stopped when I told them. You know, the locations that I told them to go to. Everything in terms of clarity, everything was smooth. I think smooth enough, at least. There was no hiccups, no having to raise my voice too loudly or repeat myself too many times to where it became, um, I guess, annoying or tedious. So clarity, I will give myself a 7.5 out of 10. Nothing too spectacular. Nothing too terrible. Yeah, 7.5 out of 10. Discipline, sticking together. Everyone did that pretty well. There was quite a bit of chattering, which does count towards discipline, but I don't think it threw us off enough to be too disruptive. And as far as the uh, the the moving and the stopping and everything like that, sticking together as a unit, we did. Whenever we were told to separate or split off, we did. Whenever we were told to come back together, essentially we did. So I would say something better than average, maybe 8 or a 9. I'm feeling generous today, so I'll give myself a 9 on that. Skill. I don't know if I got any. I definitely didn't get any kills that round. I did get off quite a bit of damage, but I also team hit, and that's a no-no. So something below average, maybe a 5, 5 or a 6. To be fair, I didn't get many more than 2 or 3 hits on the enemies, so 5, harsh but fair. Maneuver. As I said, I think the interaction with the main fight was subpar for my standards, and I do think I pulled them back to the archers when I should have. But as far as getting into the fight and getting ready to push into the fight, and kind of staying with the fight instead of sitting on the flag, I think something average. I would say average, about a 7. Yeah, I'll give myself a 7 for that. There was a few great shining parts and a few not so great parts. So 7 is what I give myself. We move on to round 2. Round 2 is the same event, 7 Kingdoms. Again, as always, 7 Kingdoms and HRBH, my favorite events for EU and NA respectively. This one, I believe, is one of my worst ones in terms of command. But we live and we learn. You can't have good rounds without something bad to compare them to. Nevertheless, there are still things we can learn from this. So let's see. Greyjoy, everybody knows golden squid on black thing, but Bolton infantry, Greyjoy banner, archers, do what you've been doing. Y'all are great.
Bolton Archers, let's go.
It's a crap. It's a crap.
And I understand, what is that? Does Greyjoy not have a shield? Let's see, it's B, right? Okay. Let's go to the right. Let's peel to the right. We're gonna meet up at these, we're gonna meet up on the move. Going to the
On
right.
the squid.
Do you want
On the squid.
archers going up onto the mountain like they did the last time we were at B?
We'll see. For now, stick behind the infantry. Oh, wait. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, moving out again. Infantry on the left side in one line. Archers on the right side, loose formation. If you think that you're about to be pressed, get into these forests and use the infantry as cover. As
I'm always getting pressed.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
Just
Yeah,
like
what's
last
the
time,
first?
feel free to loose off 5 arrows if you think you can hit your shots. 35 or 30 is the minimum for the battle. Save it.
Right. Every time I see cheese, I just get hard. I'm impressed.
Yeah.
Would you like to use this hill? This has got
Shield
pretty good
on
armor.
back. Shield on back. And holster your weapons, because I don't even think we're gonna need to be fighting.
Enemy archers.
Someone asked the
Yeah,
question.
they're on the other side of the river.
Other side of the river? Oh, okay. Okay. Archers, slow down a little bit. So here, what I'm thinking is, my initial plan was to continue down this path, cross the bridge at the other side, and then come behind them. I did not know that it would take so damn long to do that, and we ended up kind of dallying, not really anywhere. We did eventually get to some spots, but essentially I'd miscalculated the distance and the time that it would take to get into position, and so we ended up having like a very minimal effect. And as you can see, we're already outnumbered at the start, so this decreased the combat effectiveness quite a lot
That's why I'm keeping my bow out.
of the whole allied unit.
I think we should stop here. Actually.
Should we?
Yeah.
All right, stop
past
here,
where
stop
the
here,
infantry
archers.
is.
Okay. Yeah, they were the enemy team on the other side of the river were already past that position. That's how far the bridges were across from each other. Our infantry
Hit one.
behind.
Along the wall.
Hit another
Along the
one?
wall. Oh yes, target them. We have better cover than they do. See if you can get off some picks. Okay, we're pretty freaking
Get
far
up.
away. Are we able to cross this river or no?
No.
No, you
okay.
have to go back to
We're
the
gonna have to go
bridge
back.
at the start.
Archers, feel free to disperse for the rest of the round. Get off whatever shots you can, but you know, help your friends. Infantry with me.
Their archers are on top of that mountain.
We're going back to the first bridge and then crossing. Hopefully we'll get there in time. Weapons holstered. Shields on back. We need to get there fast.
We have good picks over here if you look over on the ridge line.
Good, good, good. Archers, we're depending on you for the score. We're just the meat shields.
I can't even tell who's who over here while I'm looking at them.
The ones closest to us are the enemies.
Can you shoot up that cliff?
That's a long shot.
Oh, I saw Brave get a kill. That's good stuff.
For the archers. I mean.
I'm keeping my eye
Y'all
on
see that group of infantry on the left right there going through the houses?
I'm keeping my eye on the kill feed. I want to see some of those KOTF names there.
We only do like less than 20 damage over here, I'm just saying.
Oh, okay. Well, as long as you get your shots, then I guess it helps out the infantry more than anything else. How many are we
I think the
working with?
infantry's cleaning up.
This is the beginning of the end. As soon as we cross this bridge, all of my IQ goes out of my ears. Slow down a little bit. Just halt here at these trees. Halt here at these trees. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Move out. Archers on the the opposite mountain. Okay, we're gonna handle those
Looks
archers. You
like
know what?
This is it's
Forward,
a
forward,
really
forward.
close fight.
We're gonna be
Yeah,
heading
the
straight for
you're gonna
those
have to push
archers.
down.
Put your shields up whenever they start shooting you.
Okay.
Melee's
I
out.
think we need to
Shields
start
up.
getting
Get in the line. Caps
Archers
lock.
flanking.
Caps lock. You'll see there's one person who has a very big brain. Goes off to the side. I'm focused on kind of the unit as a whole, as well as getting my guys into a shield wall. And so I don't really see this unit. Eventually he gets off to the side of my screen. And while we do start getting pelted from that left side, for some reason I just have tunnel vision, and I keep barreling forward, which is not the right move, as you'll see. And there's also some mechanical mistakes that are made here. Shields up, shields up. Actually,
On my
shields down,
part.
Shields down, shields down.
Nice arrow.
Left, left, move left. So you see there's spreading out side to side, which is definitely the right move on their side. Also, Brave with another kill. Never mind. So the guy off to the left, he is in a very good position because I can't see him, and so I'm commanding my men forward in a shield wall. I think the caps lock when we go slower is the opposite move to make. If we're trying to push them out of this position and move them from where they are, the worst thing you can do is slow down, especially with heavy armor and a shield and weapons out, right? So if we were going to push them off, we should have just gunned it, barreled for them, gotten a few kills, rather than kind of moving very slowly, essentially a sitting duck, and being pelted from every angle. Move left, move
Nice
left. Move left, look right. Just kill him if you can. Kill him if you can. Kill him if you can.
Go back up.
Kill him
Got
if
one.
you can.
Oh, of course you jump right in front of my arrow.
That's always the worst feeling, getting 0 kills. However, our archer's doing?
There's not much we can do.
Not much.
We've lit up.
Now after this, there is kind of an interesting thing that happens. So I'll play it double speed so you can see it, and it's very surprising. It actually surprised me just as much as everyone else.
To the front line a little bit. I'm
Well,
out of arrows now.
everyone's out of arrows, because if so, that means you did your work. You did your job. Try to get in with your melee weapons wherever you can.
God dang it. About the ping difference, man.
We have taken the flag.
Yeah, I would even advise maybe trying to do an archer flank so arrows left to go back over the bridge, or keep shooting as you go along the river banks, something like that.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, there are archers
Cover
covering
me,
the
cover
river
me
crossing.
across the river, cover me across the river, guys.
There are archers covering the river crossing. Be careful. Stay behind trees and rocks.
You know what? I want to see Sackers lead.
Dude, there's no fucking
Yeah,
shot down.
we need separate archer leading, I think.
That might be
Yes.
not
Yeah, it
There's
would
a
be useful
fucking
for,
team, man.
especially if we're gonna be different places. I think if we were the same, that's not needed, but it'd be useful to have archers in
Yeah,
different
Taku, you're gonna take command of the archers.
places. Infinity, how many arrows do you think we wasted up there? Because I saw like 4 or 5 different
Oh,
copies.
oh yeah, at least 30, maybe more.
30. That's pure copium from me. Just sniffing that copium. We wasted their arrows is not a good argument for losing 6 infantrymen.
Are you guys in the Ottoman mod?
No, we're in the Targaryen
No.
pack, the regular Seven
Targaryen mod.
Kingdoms.
Alright.
Then general if you want.
My favorite of all of them.
The only thing that sucks is the ping. I watched an arrow hit me from like 5 feet behind me. It was great.
I think also just the hitboxes being weird.
I have 140 ping.
Yeah, no.
I forgot to say shields. I accidentally
Yeah.
said shields up because if you put them up, they can shoot your feet. So shields down, the hitboxes are immortal.
Well, it's 12 right now. Y'all need help out our team.
Yeah, you know what?
So from the right side, here the archers come. It's 11v10. So
Think of one of those shields.
this is an interesting fight.
Jeremis, are archers, if they run out arrows, allowed to pick up a shield and polearm and
There's
sword?
it.
Piece of fuck.
I'm just saying, there's it.
There's did. Well, I guess we're allowed.
I got. Fuck. How many other rounds do we have?
I think
Couple, eh?
4.
I think it's only
Good
NA
stuff.
players left.
Yeah.
Alright, it's 9-9 guys.
Vendetta
Oh
OP.
my goodness.
They're all on the flag.
KOTF
flag.
for the.
So these are the archers that I left across the river. Whether or not we should have taken them across the bridge with the infantry, don't know. I wasn't watching, even now I wasn't watching the kill feed to see if they had gotten shots, but or kills at least. But I know that the fact that there were shots coming from that direction probably had some effect. That's not copium. That's real tactics. So as far as what effect it had, I don't know. I'd have to watch it another time. So maybe I will watch it another time, but not right now. As of right now, we see that at least when they did rejoin the fight, they did so together. Kind of as one.
Win, bro. We gotta get
I
this.
know it sucks, but I gotta log off.
Okay.
You good?
I got
Yeah, they got a
a
lot
notice
of-
visit. Some guys want to come visit in an hour.
Nice.
I'd advise grouping up together and then pushing together, because if you spread, you'll be screwed.
Don't peek the
That is
same
true.
angle 3 times.
He's coming around.
Have a good day, Jeremis.
I'm covering.
All right, cheers. Yeah,
Okay.
that leaves
Yeah,
another
yeah.
archer spot. Will be 8 out of 10. Sorry about that.
Fine
That's
with
all
us.
good.
Yeah, I can take it.
Oh my god, I'm black
Okay. Just chill.
I think we're still 1 archer slot missing, so if Solitary wants it, because he's a hunter.
So
that's the
who's
one
infantry right now?
we'll
If
do
you're
that.
infantry, speak up. I know
Alright.
Garabo,
Me.
Lee, Kendrell. Um,
I'm gonna be
So-
honest, I think we should just stay with the archers.
yeah.
I mean,
I was gonna say, since we only have 3 left, if we want to just max our archers and then use our infantry as shields, like mobile shields,
Yeah,
that is
I
the
agree.
best flashes of genius there, but the effect that it had was interesting. The archers, actually, let me see if I didn't do an analysis for this one, so I'll see if I can get an overview and do a post round analysis. So let's see here. All right, zooming out just a little bit, we have the archers on our side. We're along this ridge line over here, shooting in this direction. The infantry went around, and essentially we got killed by archers. Badly placed because we didn't move fast. We moved kind of slowly. So that's definitely something to learn from. Not too much to say about that. There's a lot that I could say, but essentially,
go fast, maybe go in a direction where they can't surround you, obviously, and then thirdly, maybe approach somewhere. Like if you have to charge archers in an open field or ones that have some kind of obstacle between you and them, um, put yourself in an actual shield wall. I noticed that we kind of broke up a little bit, which was kind of a function of how fast we were moving. Even though we weren't moving that fast, we were still moving fast enough to kind of break up and give gaps to them. So being together, being fast, and going in a singular direction where the archers can't surround you is the ideal if you have to. This, I don't know if we had to. If we had joined with the main fight, for example, if we had gone through here, even like behind these covers, there still would have been archers on this ledge the whole time. There's really nothing we could do to displace these guys because they were here first. So we were kind of in at a disadvantage, not fully, but just in that particular instance with that. So don't know what the perfect solution would have been. Sometimes there just really aren't perfect solutions. Nevertheless, uh, the archers, the archers on our team, when they rejoined the fight as infantry a little bit and somewhat as archers as well, they won. They won, which is interesting. The enemy, I noticed, was on the flag while we were off of it. We had some here, some around wherever, and we had good lines of sight because there were good lines of sight, and so we were able to pick off. I think the last 3 or 4 kills coming from KOTF side was archer kills on guys that were sticking around this flag in open field. So I'm actually kind of, I won't say confused, but I don't know whether or not the right decisions were made. And that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Regarding the way I score myself, round 2, clarity, I think I was clear enough. There wasn't a lot of confusion. I'll give myself an 8. Actually, a 9. I'll give myself a 9 there. Not a lot of hiccups, not a lot of things, out of place. As far as discipline, I'll give myself a 6 only because we were moving together, we were listening together. There wasn't a lot of over talking or cross talking, or not too much anyway. But did I allow the did I give the opportunity for the team to move as a single unit when we had to? I don't think I did because the unit, at least the infantry part of the unit, follows me as the commander of that. So if I'm moving too fast, or if I'm moving in a non-predictable way, or if I'm moving at a different speed and I don't modulate that, or I don't kind of compromise with everyone else, then it's kind of impossible to keep that cohesion. So particularly with the archer charge, or I guess that was really the only situation where we got to fight that round. So really, just with that situation, I wanted to stay together, but did I actually give the opportunity to stay together? I don't think I did. So discipline gets a 6, maybe. Well, actually, to be honest with you, I'll give it a 3. It was much worse than average, not even close to average. I could have did a lot better, but I didn't. So there's a 3. Skill, I didn't get any kills. I didn't get any team hits, but no kills, no damage even. Um, Personally, and skill is fully on the individual aspect of it, without regard to the team or the enemy or whatever. Or I mean, yeah, hopefully you kill the enemy, but I didn't. So below average, give myself another 3. And maneuver gets a 0. I think this is the worst maneuvering I've ever done in any Bannerlord multiplayer round. So there we go. I think that's my worst scoring yet, but we'll see if I can top myself in a future round. Or I guess bottom would be the proper term. Anyway, we move now to round 3. All right. The third round I'm going to criticize is from the Ottoman Crusade event, April 12th of this year, 2025. This one is commanding 14-ish infantry, no archers or any other unit. Let's see what happens. You're going to be on my right, and then we're going to head out very quickly. So heading out, shield on back, spears out, 3, 2, 1, go. Curve left, curve left, curve left. The entrance is like very far to the left here, so gonna cross this open
Enemy
field.
cav,
Cav incoming
right.
from the front right. Have your spears out.
Oh, fuck, they're archers.
Those are horse
Arrows.
archers. Okay, curve left a little bit.
Outside.
Shields out and shields right. Shields out and right.
I'm
You
getting
might have
behind
headed
you.
out too early. Stop here in 3, 2, 1, stop. Form, 2 columns, 2 columns. Interesting thing about horse archers is that they don't charge right into you, or that happens. That's what he gets, I guess. Now, I'm in a little bit of a dilemma here because my intention is to get to the entrance of this kind of hill, this isolated hill, as fast as possible. But obviously, if you go too fast, then the unit breaks up, and yeah. So there are horse archers on a hill over here. I could have moved, like taken a detour and moved down below this little hill that we're on right now, and that would have added maybe a tiny bit of cover. But whether or not that would have been more work than it was worth is not exactly clear. Keep your shields out. Keep your shields out.
Don't need to watch where you hit it, man.
Definitely not stopping there and moving would have was good.
Friendly cav is here.
Although, you know, we do stop and reform a little bit
For 1 damage.
right
We're
now.
going up the entrance to this hill.
I'm half health.
It wasn't
Clip
me
him,
then.
clip him, clip him.
Stop in
Archer.
3, 2, 1. Stop here. Get back in 2 columns. Reform, reform in 2 columns. Set the good example for the people behind us. Set out in 3, 2, 1, out. Alright, they're going to come to contest this. We're not going to let them hold this slope. We need to get on this hill. So we're going to curve left and just push. Push, push, push on the left side. Hug the rock. Shields out, melee out if you like it. 3, 2, 1. Stop here, stop here, stop here. Get against the rock. Get against the rock. I want 2 lines. Hopefully the other teams will push up. I need them kind of up here with us. No, there's a team moving around the other side of the rock. I think they do have an effect later on in the round. But regarding the positioning here, the best place obviously is at the top of the hill. They've already taken the top of the hill. They did leave, as you can see. They left some gaps over here. If we were to push through this, that would have been disastrous. So I think the instinct, even though my intention was to get as high as I could, the instinct made me stop and sit and stay here. I think you're gonna hear something soon that I don't fully agree with, but regardless, we did pull back eventually to the bottom of the hill and have a fight there. Get against the rock. I want 2 lines. Hopefully the other teams will push up. I need them. Now, why the other teams didn't push up? They weren't pushing. It's not as if it would be better to have a fight at the bottom of the hill than like midway, especially since they can climb on the rocks, and that's exactly what they do pretty soon, is climbing on the rocks and jumping down on us. Why the other teams didn't at least join that line, no idea.
We need to pull down. We need to pull down. We need to pull down.
Pull down? Okay, pull down. Pull down. To the right. Down to the right. Down to the right. Just join up with the other lines.
They weren't coming.
Now they're
Alright, now they're pushing. Now they're stop here, stop here, stop here. Push forward, push forward, push forward. And in 3, 2. So what this does is essentially gives them a lot more depth in their formation. Not only does it allow them to much easierly, I don't know the word for that, get on top of the rock and spear down on us, but also since the bottom of the hill is more narrow, there's rocks on both sides. Since it's a lot more narrow, the enemy team can get more of their units like at the top, pushing down, whereas the kind of looser formation at the bottom is a little bit weaker to push up, and we already have some units going around the hill. We have some units not fully here yet, so I'm not sure if it would have been better for all the teams to be a little bit higher, or all the teams that were here to be a little bit higher up and matching there. But I think definitely we did have enough units to at least close the gap and not have to face such a deep enemy formation. But we will see that later on in the visual part of it. One stop. Hold this. This is where we fight. Anything that comes here, kill them. Meat grinder. Let's go. Get on the rocks if you can. Don't let them spear down on you. And don't let them get behind. Definitely don't let them get behind.
I got team kill.
If anyone in the Scar is here, watch behind for them dropping behind the rock.
Don't let them break it.
Yep, don't let them break. Stay on safety if you're not in Scar. Safety, get to the rock, to the left. A little bit.
On top of you.
Yep, thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, I'm down. Safety, take over.
All right, keep pushing up the hill, We have reinforcements coming to our left. Force them against the rock left.
Dude, I keep hitting it.
And regroup on flag.
Colorblind Garobo, stop caring about him.
Push back out. Join the main line.
Good stuff, boys.
Push
You're
through and
pushing
get
them up.
behind. Push through and get behind. Same thing, push left, and force them against the rock.
Cavalry charging up a hill, a little bit less effective, but still enough to make people turn around and take their eye off the main business. I mean, definitely justified. You wouldn't want to ignore them altogether, but they definitely wouldn't be as dangerous as if they were charging on even plane or downhill. Regardless, we move to the analysis. So we start off, first mistake is moving through here, and we stopped. I think we stopped like one time, or at least we slowed down when we shouldn't have. The intention was to get here as fast as possible. So we stopped once, and then we continued a little bit more, reformed, and then stopped again, or we stopped again and then reformed in that order. Whether or not we should have just taken this position here and then formed up here rather than forming up like around here. I think we should have taken the first option and just formed up before we moved rather than waiting and then pushing up. If we had done that, there is a chance that we could have influenced more of the teams to come up with us and take this higher part on the hill while we were around the side. Now I did notice there was kind of an even enemy line here. There was a little bit of a extra unit here, and then there was a gap to the left. But the fact that we moved down gave them some time and also made them, I suppose, eager to push. And their unit broke into kind of one half here, one half here. I didn't see a lot of what was happening on these rocks, but by the time we had died, our allied units had taken this, and we're kind of pushing them back. There's not exactly too much I can say about this. I wasn't paying attention to any of the archers. And the infantry unit that was that went around here, I guess they had a pretty good effect on taking like this part of it. So maybe that's a plus. That gets a plus from me. As far as the performance of our unit, there is very little that we could have done to make the whole allied army more effective. But I think what we did, just keeping this here, we didn't let them take over the rock too easily. At least I know that some of them got on it and over it, but I don't think they had free reign in this region. I think gave more of these units over here. I don't know if we had a whole lot of people behind us, but I know our position here did allow them to put more units here and on the rocks. So I think in terms of maneuvering, there was some mistakes made, but it freed up space for that central push. Let's see if we actually won this round.
Reorganize. Right.
I think we
Any seven
do.
to our right?
Yeah, it looks like we're pushing them back.
Nice
Very
work,
good.
boys.
Very good.
Did anyone die to those horse archers in the beginning?
I don't think so.
Okay. So for clarity, I will give myself an 8. A little bit, as always, above average. There wasn't too much issues with the way I was communicating. Everyone did kind of what was commanded and when it was commanded. There wasn't any confusion, so there we go. The discipline. There was an instance of someone else, commanding instead of the commander. So points off there on my part. But I think in terms of everything else, everyone was together. Everyone was listening. Everyone was receptive to the commands, and so I'll give myself a 7, maybe average, slightly above average. Skill. I know I got off some hits. I don't think I got any team hits, so I will give myself another 7 there, maybe a 6. I'd like to get some more kills, but you don't always get what you want. So 6 in terms of skill, and in terms of maneuvering, I think I did poorly on a unit level, but on a whole army level, I did a benefit, which I guess helped us in a sense win the round. So I'll give myself average, a 7. A lot of near average scores in this one. You can't always be the best or the worst, really. You gotta come out average sometimes. So yes, I think that was pretty good round overall. Although I just suffered the consequence of having my unit be the supporting element instead of the active element. Nevertheless, we move on. All right, so in terms of the grades, I averaged them all out, and round 1, which was the Seven Kingdoms event, the first round, I have 7.1, so perfectly average, well, a little bit more than perfectly average. Round 2, the Seven Kingdoms event again, we have a 3.75, officially my worst round according to my own metrics, although there's probably some subjectivity in there which other people disagree with. I'm definitely open to criticism or correction if you think that there's something wrong. Round 3, the Ottoman Crusade event, is an average of 7. So in general, did decently well according to my own standard. Not really good at all, but decently. I won't combine these averages into like a larger average per episode, but I do think it's more useful to get the averages round by round. There's a little bit more objectivity even in a slightly overly subjective system. There's a little bit more solid metric that you can get just on an individual round basis. Now, I think as I'm looking through here, skill is always the most average thing. So you gotta hit more TDM or warm-ups or whatever. And discipline, those seem to be the lowest scores in each of them. So there's some work to be done on those particular aspects of it, but in terms of clarity and maneuver, those tend to be quite well, obviously, except for round 2. But I think this is a good practice in seeing where the most mistakes are made, where the least effective commands are given, and taking account of them, why they happened, when they happened, what conditions led to them, what conditions could or can prevent them in future. Very informative, if nothing else. And I hope that you have enjoyed that little what you just saw. If you ever would like me to subjectively go through your rounds that you've commanded, I'm definitely open to doing that. Preferably ones with audio, multiple audio files if you can, of the game itself and the VC. Obviously, that's kind of necessary. But other than that, let me know what you think, and goodbye.